What's up, people? This is Robert Basami. I put out a video for you guys um, titled Star Constellations in the Atmospheric Barrier Location. And it got a lot of attention. I did a subsequent hangout after that. We briefly talked about it, showed you guys a few things that I discovered with the European Southern Observatory. With the shooting of 4 lasers for you guys. What's up, people? This is Robert Basami. I put out a video for you guys titled Star Constellations in the Atmospheric Barrier Location. And it got a lot of attention. I did a subsequent hangout after that. We briefly talked about it, showed you guys a few things that I discovered with the European Southern Observatory. With the shooting of 4 lasers up into the atmosphere, and those lasers hitting a sodium atom layer at 90 to 110 kilometers up into the sky. Okay? And I said that, this potentially definitively provides the proof that there's a firmament, and it's a sodium atom layer. Now, coincidentally, there's most likely an identical layer, impenetrable barrier layer, down in the depths of the ocean. And I need to find that video. I'm going to try to find it for you guys and include it in here. What is below is above, right? But I decided to put together this short video involving that one video clip of Neil Armstrong and Michael Collins returning from their moon mission, okay, where they were faking the distance inside the capsule, putting a piece of paper up to the window. I guess they were being instructed from somebody by the DOD and the CIA and NASA on how to create the illusion that they were further away from the Earth. When they moved the picture, thinking that nobody was looking, they're in low Earth orbit. Okay, where that actually is, I'm still questioning it now. But based on what the European Southern Observatory is telling us, where the sodium atom layer is, that means that if they can create artificial stars at between 90 and 110 kilometers, there's got to be more than likely 15 to 20 kilometers of this sodium layer that's impenetrable, because that's where the laser stopped, so to speak. That means the moon is definitely closer. That means that when I show this video and you hear again, because we've all heard this clip before by Neil Armstrong, where he just has selective memory and says, he saw stars or whatever, and then Michael Collins says, well, that's funny, I don't remember seeing any stars. Well, if they were, how could they have not seen any stars? Could they have somehow gotten outside this sodium atom layer? Or were they under that layer? Or were they low, or were they somewhere else where there just wasn't any glowing sodium atoms at all? So that's the question here. Could these guys have gotten above this layer? Could they have learned how to get above this layer? Was a hole blown through this sodium atom layer to allow for any rocket to potentially get through this barrier, and it remained open, where vehicles can get through this thing to get out above it, and then you don't see any more stars? Because based on what we see from the surface of the Earth, we see what we believe to be the star celestial constellations, right, that are fixed. But I'm going to play this video, and let's just go through this. I hate reposting this kind of stuff because I never wanted to address the Apollo issue, but if they can shoot lasers up into the sky to create artificial stars by exciting sodium atoms so they glow to look like constellations, that means the moon is definitely closer, which begs the possibility could we have already gotten to the moon? And there are going to be a lot of people who are going to come at me after I post this video, and they're going to make all kinds of comments. Most of them are going to be flat earthers. Most of them are going to be, moon enthusiasts who will say, yeah, we went there. It's 238,000 miles. The moon is not 238,000 miles, 258,000 miles. European Southern Observatory shot a laser at the moon, and it damn sure ain't even 1,000 miles from the Earth. That's all I'm going to say on that. But let me play this video real quick for you guys, okay?
When you looked up at the sky, could you actually see the stars in the solar corona in spite of the glare?
We were never able to see stars from the lunar surface or on the daylight side of the moon by eye without looking through the optics. I don't recall during the period of time that we were photographing the solar corona what stars we could see.
I don't remember seeing any.
Okay, so you hear Michael Collins saying, I don't remember seeing any. The only way possible that Michael Collins could say what he's saying, that he don't remember seeing any stars at all. There's supposed to be billions of them out in space. Especially if you're claiming to travel 258,000 miles from the surface of the Earth. Is they were either above this sodium atom layer, which could be 120, 130 kilometers, 150 kilometers, maybe 200 kilometers, maybe. But if let's just say for argument's sake, you could get to 258,000 miles. Why don't you see any stars? Even with your own eye. I mean, these guys, Michael Collins is looking out of the lunar module. Neil Armstrong is looking out of his own helmet and visor, looking out. And you're trying to tell me all these guys don't see the same thing, and you got this third guy on the side there looking out into the audience like, oh boy, I'm glad I didn't have to answer that question. Michael, what is Michael Collins saying? I mean, these are things that we now have to revisit and reconsider. Could it have been possible they got to the moon? Is the moon some sort of celestial body that is solid that you can land on, you can walk on? Is it possible? We don't even know. We don't know what the moon is. People saying they're seeing waves. The moon is generating its own light. Got my boy Luke Francis is saying that somehow the sun is recharging the moon and it's glowing in the dark like it would if you have these little painted little fluorescent stickers on the wall in your kid's bedroom, and in the daytime they get all this light from the daytime, and then when you turn off the lights they glow. Luke's on to something there. The fact that the sun could potentially in the daytime be recharging the moon for it to have its light at night. But what happens on those time frames when you got like a quarter? I mean, when we see the phases of the moon going from a full moon down to half moon to a quarter moon, a three-quarter moon, and then it just goes dark and there's no moon at all, that's similar to a damn battery losing its charge. When you have your cell phone, right, you maybe, depending on how much you use your cell phone, your battery starts to lose its juice, man. It's got to be recharged somehow, right? So you got to think of the moon like that now. And if that's the case, wow, man. That's all I got to say is wow.
Years later, though, Michael Collins would remember seeing the elusive stars and wrote about them in expeditions to the moon. It seems his memory improved the older he got. Why don't stars appear in any of the photographs? Simply because the proper, mostly closed exposure setting for the camera's iris, set that way to compensate for the bright sunlight on the moon's surface, completely diminished the faintness of relatively distant specks of diminutive light.
Now, when you look at this photo here, real or fake, the way she's explaining this is that the camera's lens and aperture was set to compensate for the bright light that the sun was giving off, right? So when they take this photo, you see all of these specks in the background. But that doesn't confirm the distance. That doesn't confirm or close the door on the issue of where the moon actually is located.
Nope.
I'd never believed it was 258,000 miles. Not in 1969, not in 2016. Based on what we find out from the European Southern Observatory, you got stars at 90 to 110 kilometers. Because that's where they can create the artificial stars in exciting sodium atoms. Let's continue.
Answer is true. It does not, however, explain why they never took any pictures of the stars by themselves, with an exposure setting perfect for them. While they took 3 automobiles to the moon, they never took a photographic telescope. Had they done so, they would have been able to see farther into the universe than had ever before been realized. If they had taken a telescope and were not actually on the moon, they would have had to concoct undiscovered galaxies that might one day prove to be non-existent.
Undiscovered galaxies proved to be non-existent.
Exactly.
How about that? That's comical.
That's comical. That's hilarious.
That's really comical.
I love that.
Old reel received by mistake. It contains the raw or unedited footage of the crew of Apollo 11, Michael Collins, Edwin Aldrin Jr., and Neil Armstrong, staging part of their mission for nearly an hour in living color, with exceptionally clear behind-the-scenes audio of conversations discussing the techniques used to achieve a disingenuous picture depicting the Earth at a distance, in order to falsely demonstrate their far journey from it and their ability to survive passing through the Van Allen radiation belts. It cannot be misconstrued that this staging was done for some other reason prior to the mission, for the reel itself is slated and dated July 18th, 19th, and 20th, 1969, the very days of the mission when they were said to be approaching and achieving lunar orbit. Furthermore, it is apparent they are in genuine zero gravity aboard the actual spacecraft, necessary to convince the mass media of their authenticity, just not any further than Earth orbit, as you will see. In this never-before-seen or heard footage, not only is the radio conversation between the astronauts and Houston Control audible, there is a secondary, private conversation taking place between the crew and a third confidential party, prompting the astronauts with what to say, when to speak, and how to effectively manipulate the camera to achieve the desired misleading effect. NASA claims that the Houston transmissions were the only ones taking place with the astronauts. Listen now as Houston Control initiates a conversation with the crew, only to find them too preoccupied with the behind-the-scenes trickery to respond. Moments pass, and the oversight is picked up on by the clandestine third party, who quickly prompts them with talk. Immediately, Neil Armstrong speaks.
Apollo 11, Houston, Goldstone says that the TV looks great. Over.
Again, the illusion they are attempting to create is the Earth at a distance to demonstrate their far journey from it, and their ability to survive passing through the Van Allen radiation belts. Understand, too, that only about 20 seconds of this raw footage was ever broadcast to the public, and these conversations discussing their deception were believed to be private. Until now. Here they discuss that these television transmissions were in fact not broadcast live as everyone believed. They were first screened and edited for playback later.
Roger, Neil. We just wanted a narrative such that we can, when we get to playback, we can sort of correlate what we're seeing. Thank you very much.
Here they discuss the fact that they have turned out the lights and have blocked out sunlight from entering the spacecraft through the other windows, as to not cause any reflected light to fall onto the spacecraft's wall in the foreground.
Okay, very good. Well, we shut out the sun coming in from the spacecraft, so just looking through the number one window, and there isn't any
truth of the matter would not be revealed. It is this. Though the federal government will have you believe that this is a view of Earth from a distance out of the spacecraft's window as it nears the moon, it is not. What they have ingeniously done is placed the camera at the back of the spacecraft and centered the lens on a circular window in the foreground, outside of which it is completely filled with the Earth in low orbit. The circumference of the window then appears to be the diameter of the Earth at a distance, with the darkened walls of the spacecraft appearing to be the blackness of space around it. That is why they wanted the interior dark and blocked out the sun from entering through the other windows. Here you can see the extruded window, probably 2 inches thick at the bottom. This is because the Earth's shine is coming in at a downward angle. It also causes the Earth to appear to be an irregularly shaped circle, for you are seeing the outside of the window at the bottom and the inside of the window at the top.
And you can be guaranteed that what they did back in 1960s, late 1960s, what they did back then, and taking a camera and pointing it out one of the windows of these so-called spacecraft that they claim to be launching out into space, you better believe they're doing the same thing today. It just so happens that the windows are a little bit bigger and you can see more of the Earth. You better believe that they're taking cameras. They got multiple cameras. They got better cameras, high definition cameras, pointed down at the Earth, giving you the illusion that they are literally 245 miles or 300 miles or 500 miles or 1,000 miles out away from the Earth. The Epic camera, you better believe that damn camera don't exist. There ain't no way. Every picture you probably ever seen of the Earth as a blue marble ain't taken from no camera thousands of miles, millions of miles away from the Earth. It's being taken exactly as you see it right here and now. They ain't doing not a goddamn thing different from what they did in the 1960s. Period. Which means, for me, the moon is definitely closer. Definitely. It ain't even 1,000 miles. It ain't even 500 miles. The moon is definitely closer. I had a girl send me an email. I think she made a comment on, I think it was either a private email. She made a comment on one of my videos. She said she bought a pair of $20 binoculars from Walmart. And she asked me, Robert, can you explain to me why, if I can use a pair of $20 binoculars to see the craters on the moon, how is that possible if the moon's 258,000 miles away? And you could all guess what my response was.
I could guess.
258,000 miles. That's how she can use a pair of $20 binoculars to see the craters on the moon. Period.
I could guess. It's not that far.
Period. You gonna tell me the moon is 258,000 miles, and if you took the same pair of $20 binoculars and you were on the moon, you should be able to see the hole in the damn ground or some volcano or meteor crater that hit the Earth, right? If you can look out away from the Earth and see the craters on the moon, then you should be able to look from the moon down at the Earth to see these craters in all this detail. You can't. It's not possible from that great distance. The only way you can see that shit is that the moon is closer. Period. In our atmosphere. Let me continue.
Together form 2 different sized halves of a circle. Subsequently, this take was never used. As they perfected the shot, a crescent-shaped piece of black material was inset slightly into the window to create the illusion of the Earth's terminator line dividing night and day. It is uncannily convincing. During this segment, intended to be edited and played back later for the worldwide television audience, dated July 18, 1969, Neil Armstrong condemns himself as he states that he is 130,000 miles out, or halfway to the moon, as the NASA flight log also states on this date, when he is in reality in low Earth orbit of a few hundred miles.
Roger, Houston, Apollo 11. Calling in from about 130,000 miles out.
Here, during another segment, also intended to air after review, Neil Armstrong falsely explains to the viewers how the shot is attained by putting the camera's lens to the window's glass, as it would have to be if they were the claimed distance away from the Earth.
We only have one window that has a view of the Earth, and it's filled up with the TV camera.
If the window was completely filled up with a TV camera, as he stated, then an astronaut's arm would not be able to get between the camera and the window, as it obviously does here in this outtake.
South America becomes invisible just off beyond the Terminator or inside the shadow.
You can also notice how the astronaut operating the camera reacted to the mistake by attempting to pan away from it.
Blue gas, the white band, major cloud formation across the Earth.
This is a segment that they believed wasn't even being recorded, much less suitable for broadcast, for the lens was being zoomed out, and the scene was being changed to that of an interior of the astronauts at work, and apparently the stop button popped back up on the recorder without notice. Here is the diffused work light that they used to see camera controls, but not throw light onto the spacecraft's wall. Here they remove part of the crescent insert. Finally, the iris is opened up, and you can see the real location of the camera, and the very bright and near Earth out the window. Here is the slate for the 19th of July, and the same shot of trickery on the 19th of July. And then the 20th, and the same misleading shot on the 20th. Later that evening, they were said to be walking on the moon. How can this be when they were in Earth orbit only 9 hours earlier, and the moon is some 3 days' journey away? Furthermore, if they genuinely went to the moon, why would they be faking any part of it? Why this trickery with the window? By faking being halfway to the moon, it becomes apparent that they did so because they could not even go halfway. It thus confirms that the stumbling block to their success was the lethal radiation of the Van Allen radiation belts. Since the same equipment was used on the subsequent missions in the 40 months that followed, none of them could have gone to the moon. They only increased their proficiency at staging them. When some TV viewers of the second manned mission to the moon telephoned the networks complaining that reruns of I Love Lucy were being interrupted, it became clear that for the taxpayers, once was enough. But it wasn't enough for the government and contractors. Billions of dollars of pure profit went with each return. How coincidental that the following mission would have the element of life and death jeopardy. Apollo 13. Now the public would take going to the moon more seriously and be reconnected with the drama. We now realize that perhaps the reason Neil Armstrong has never given an on-camera interview is because he doesn't want to lie anymore. What threats may have been made upon such honorable men or their families to possess their reluctant cooperation and later ill feelings towards perpetuating this still darkened hour in American history? NASA's highest-ranking official, James Webb, resigned without explanation just days before the first Apollo mission. Why, when he was on the threshold?
You know, what the fuck, man? I mean, a couple of days before the launch, I quit, bro. I quit. I'm out. Mongos. Why would they? Why would he just like bounce out like that, man? That's a good question. I do appreciate that kind of question, man. Yeah, you got to go to space camp, Zern. Come on, man. Just I gotta resign. I quit. I mean, I know we've been working for like 9, 10 years. We're busy, man. Hey, this video I'm playing right now is like, I don't know, 11, 12 years old, maybe even more, but anyway.
Just days before the first Apollo mission. Why, when he was on the threshold of achieving the greatest accomplishment of his career.
That guy looks guilty, man. Like, oh shit, I don't want to be part of this scam. Fuck, I don't want to be part of this scam, dude. That's what my face would look like.
All 3 Apollo 11 astronauts also resigned shortly after their return. On the 25th anniversary of the event, in 1994, Neil Armstrong made a rare public appearance and held back tears as he spoke.
I mean, okay, so I just came back from the moon. I got a press conference. Bunch of people in the room. They're like, "Hey man, did you see any stars?" But yeah, man, it was fucking full of stars. I'd be, "Hey man, thank you, Joey, for that telemetry data you sent me, bro. Man, that shit was tight." Frank, man, you're the man, dude, helping me out, figuring out, our trajectory. I really appreciate you guys so much. Yeah, I would have been like pumped up, running around the room. I just won the fucking, Super Bowl. I just won the championship. I'm like, yeah, man, we got this, bro. Everybody would have been all over the place going, yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, it's a great. No, they're laying there like a fucking 3 bumps on the fucking Mongo log. Come on, man. It just doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense.
Neil Armstrong made a rare public appearance and held back tears as he spoke these brief cryptic remarks before the next generation of taxpayers as they toured the White House.
Today we have with us a group of students among America's best. To you we say, we have only completed the beginning. We leave you much that is undone.
We played golf and shit. We drove doom buggies and we played golf, bro. I mean, dude, I brought my golf cart to the moon. Are you kidding me? Oh shit. You're gonna need a golf cart on the moon, man. I mean, apparently. Hit the ball like, 750 yards. I got you.
Our great ideas undiscovered. Breakthroughs.
Right. I'm gonna back it up.
We have only completed the beginning. We leave you much that is undone. There are great ideas undiscovered. Breakthroughs available to those who can remove one of the truth's protective layers.
He is that layer. Perhaps someday soon.
It's the hidden layers of truth. Right, Zern? You got it? Yeah. Yeah, peeing in space is hard. Taking a shit. What if you had, like, diarrhea, man, in space? I mean, that would be a big problem, bro. I mean, you're going to contaminate the entire space capsule. It's going to be a problem, bro. I mean, your little poopy fragments are going to be floating around all over the space station. Man. What? Oh, shit, man. I need goggles. Give me some goggles, bro. I need some goggles, man. I need goggles.
One of the truth's protective layers.
He is that layer.
Diapers would probably work better, but it's still going to leak out the sides. It's still going to be a problem, man. As soon as you pick up your diaper and wipe your ass, yeah, you're going to have a problem. It's going to be a problem.
He is that layer. Perhaps someday soon, with the uncovering of this footage and its meaning.
Yeah, he would just poop straight out into outer space because it's a vacuum, man. You just make a hole, put it up against the side of the capsule, and just poop it straight out, man. That shit would get sucked out, no problem. We got this. Yep, that's what we would do, you know. That would make sense.
Soon, with the uncovering of this footage, and
It's a fucking pooper's delight. That's right, Dave. Fuck.
the true patriots of America will rise up, or come forward, and free the citizens and themselves from the sin that so easily entangles, and from a federal government that needs to have the gangrene cut off. Even if the government's destruction would come from the truth, then it is not worthy to stand, and its betterment would inevitably follow. All of us are mortal. All of us will die. Perhaps the seeking...
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend the shop vac thing, man. You tried it? Really? All right. Yeah, it could be a bit of a mess. Be careful with that, man. Wait, they got the technology to turn the poop into fuel. Yeah, that's right. They do, man. Or pee into drinking water. Chug it, man. Drinking my coffee. Yeah, that was Don Pettit, man. Yeah, we turn our piss and shit into coffee, bro.
of a clear conscience before that hour will motivate the truth into the light. Perhaps as citizens we should offer amnesty for this and other crimes of history, for facts from those involved, before the truth perishes with them. Why must we wait until the year 2017 to open the Kennedy assassination files?
Oh shit!
Perhaps
Did
will
they
not
open
even
the
be
files?
then, for the law that reluctantly stipulates their release.
2017. Did they open the files? I don't know. I must have missed that, bro. Where the hell was I? Oh shit! I was hanging out with you, Mongos. Okay, that makes sense.
They will not even be opened then, for the law that reluctantly stipulates their release says so with this clause, quote, with the exception of documents certified for continued postponement by the President. Whoever believes the citizens to be too immature for the truth are too immature for power.
That's a pretty heavy statement. I get it. That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, in reality, but they're not mature, man. They're cucks. They're fucking cucks.
The truth are too immature for power. The
Cucks.
truth will always set us free.
Setting you free, Mongos. That's what I'm doing. Trying to set everybody free.
So, truth's protective veil. Body of lies.
That's right.
The truth is so precious, she must be attended by a bodyguard of lies. That's Winston Churchill.
I love that.
Been saying in my videos, I am on a journey to take out some of these bodyguards of lies, to release the truth, what the really hell is going on. I am not putting out this video to get into a redundant circular debate about if we went to the moon or not, if the moon landings were faked or not. What I'm saying to you is this: the moon is not where they say it is. It's not 238,000, 258,000 miles from the surface of the earth. And I'm basing that claim on the fact that the European Southern Observatory can shoot a laser.
Oh shit, Zern. Yeah, that's new perspective. Different than Dave High, man. Totally different cat, man. Totally different Mongo. Great Mongos, but different Mongos. Different Mongos.
On the fact that the European Southern Observatory can shoot a laser up into the nighttime sky to excite sodium atoms so that they can glow to create artificial stars. 22-watt laser, 4 of them to be exact, on 4 telescopes, which means they can create 16 stars. Somehow this was done in history as well. If you look at the pyramids. The moon is not where they say it is, people. Did we go there? If it's closer, which I believe it is closer, there's a possibility. There's a possibility. Is the moon an object you could land on and walk around on? Probably not. And I think they realized that, so they had to fake it. There's just ain't no way. Rockets can get to 73 miles. So the moon is somewhere from 0 to 73 miles. And they're able to take photographs and do topography imaging of the moon. And I'm going with Luke Francis. I'm now believing that the moon is being recharged by the sun. Right now, as we speak, I put up this video, it's daylight. The moon is being recharged. And it's going to show its light tonight. I'm not sure if the Bible is right when they said that a light was created for the day and a light was created for the night. I think one is dependent on the other. I really do think that one was dependent on the other. Because for the moon to go through its phases from full to half to 3/4, to a quarter moon, what they call an Islamic moon, that means it's losing its charge. The moon ain't rotating. It's not rotating at all. People say they can see the dark side. The hell you can. You can't see the dark side when you see a quarter moon, half moon, full moon. You just can't see it. Period. Doesn't happen that way. So for me, I'm going with Luke Francis on the sun is recharging the moon, and the moon is closer. And I think I've got definitive proof from the European Southern Observatory.
Yeah, new perspective. Yeah, that goes into the electromagnetic dual pole Earth. Oh, yeah, the E-Earth. I call it the E-Earth. Yeah, man, E-Earth. Fuck the ether. We're talking about E-Earth. This is a totally different thing, man. You got to get into the, electromagnetic fields of Earth. If you're not connected to the electromagnetic fields of Earth, man, you're not connected, bro. You've been disconnected from the electromagnetic fields. And, I call it the E-Earth, man. I love it. Anyway, I thought that was kind of funny, man. Yeah, get on Discord if you want to discuss any topic, man. You can go into gaming or baseball or whatever. God, religion. Yeah, you get on Discord, man. There's a shitload of people out there like screaming at each other all day, every day, bro. Screaming. If you want to get into that, that's cool, man. It's out there, man. I'm just saying, bro. It's not on here, but yeah, get on Discord, man. You could talk to religious freaks from all over the world, bro. Every day, all day, man. They can tell you about Buddhism, Islamic, Christian. You got the Jews. It's an endless feast of arguing about religion, man. Good luck. Good luck with that, bro. Let me know how it works out. Don't waste your time, Zern. I'm a good friend of yours, bro. Don't be wasting your time on that shit, man. You gotta keep it cool. You're way cooler than that, bro. Way. You want to go Orange Man's great? I'm down. Let's go. Orange Man's great. But yeah, religious. Yeah, it seems like it turns into like a, I don't know. It just becomes an argument. Everybody gets all heated. They're like, well, what about this? What about that? Yeah, I get it, man. It's great talking about it, but if you want to argue it, man, get your ass on Discord, man. That's all I'm saying. Good luck with that. All right. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. I want to shout out to New Perspective, Agave, Connie. What's up, baby? Got some great people hanging out here tonight. Thank you, guys. You know, I just try to bring different stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm just carrying on our traditions, man. We had some great hangouts, talk about Earth, fight about Earth. Yeah, it's been interesting, man. But we're here to
Enough definitive.
those cucks had like 500-year head start on us, and now we're having to like catch up. But we've caught up with those Mongos in like 11 years. 11 years versus 500. That's how fast we caught up to them and said, hey, wait, what's this orbital mechanic thing you got with gravity? How's that work again? Well, it's a magical thing that works, because of the distance to Venus. I mean, the distance to Venus it's an absolute dead giveaway that, without a doubt, we live on spinning ball, shooting through outer space, millions. Yeah, okay. Thanks, bro. Yeah, thank you. Okay, back to our video. I ain't got much longer, but like 10 minutes or something, man.
Happen that way. So for me, I'm going with Luke Francis on the sun is recharging the moon, and the moon is closer. And I think I've got enough definitive proof from the European Southern Observatory that I put out already, and some data I still am holding on to. I'm just not comfortable releasing yet. And you guys know me, I got documentation. So if I'm telling you I gotta hold on to a document, I gotta hold on to it. You got those out there who's not gonna believe me. I don't care.
I don't care.
Prove me wrong.
Prove me wrong, Mongo.
Find your own evidence. Don't show me some NASA video. Weird. Look, I just showed you NASA video. Taking their own information and using it against them. Period. That's how it works. I'm not fabricating this. They fabricated it, not me. But let me try to find this video with regard to the barrier that they found in the ocean. Stand by.
Stand
So
by.
I found that video that was reposted of this guy, Mike McGrudy, who went down in a submarine somewhere off the coast of Mexico and found this layer that was impenetrable. They said it was some sort of lake, and there was mussels on top of it. And when they tried to descend down inside of it, they bounced off of it. So again, what is below is above, right? Above us is sodium atoms. Below us is some other type of saline density. So I'm going to play this.
Well, isn't that what sodium is? Saline density, above and below. Yeah, I got you, bro. I'm tracking. I'm tracking. I got this. We're tracking.
There's some other type of saline density. So I'm going to play this, let you guys hear it. Okay, here we go.
Ocean's floor was only just discovered in the 1990s. And Mike McGree is one of a handful of people to ever see it in person. Without a doubt, one of the most amazing things that I have ever seen in the bottom of the ocean. It was while filming for Blue Planets in the Gulf of Mexico. And I noticed there's something out in the distance. Couldn't tell exactly what, but it looked like a dark band. And as we approached,
Yeah, I don't know if I'm buying it, but damn. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy it.
the dark band became a donut. I saw this donut. It was black in the center. what the heck is that? And so, as we get closer and closer to it, I noticed that the black band had
The little snake floating by. Did you guys see that? That's suspicious to me, bro. I mean, I get it, man. There's a lot of sea life down under there, but the little snaky rolling by on the left there. No, bro. I'm not buying it. I got a little bit of a shit show going on here. Yeah, I think it's a little bit of David, right? Water. There's water at the bottom of the ocean. That's right. Yeah, talking heads, bro. Yes. Water above, water at the bottom of the ocean. Yeah. But the little snake creature squirming by, bro. That's like a.
and so as we get
It's kind of a tell, a little bit of a tell. In my
closer and
opinion.
closer to it, I noticed that the black band had what appeared to be kind of steam over it. And then I
What's the snake? Why did they add the snake to the shot, man? Why would you add a snake
had what
to the
appeared to be kind
shot?
of steam.
That's what I'm asking, bro. I'm not a.
And then I looked,
Well, you and I know, Agave, why they added the snake to the shot. It was because, you know,
there's water.
there's
lapping
water.
against
There's
the
snake water. There's snake oil. I think it's snake oil, bro, is what we're watching here, bro. Snake oil, bro. Look
And
at
then
this.
I looked, and there was
Yeah, add the snake oil in the water. Yeah, you got it. You got it.
water lapping against the shoreline. This band was a ring of
Fuck, they add the snake in there.
and inside the ring of muscles was a
Huh.
link. And it's like,
Even Robert didn't catch that. He recorded this 9 years ago. He's like watching it, just like I'm watching it, just like you guys are watching it. But he didn't even mention the snake. He would have paused that shit. I know he would have been like, "What the fuck is up with this snake in the middle of this shit, man? What's going on?"
wait a minute. I'm
Yeah.
already underwater. We went
And it was 2 snakes in the video. There were not just that one. It was another one there earlier. So yeah, we got a bit of a snake oil salesman going on here.
over the water in this lake and tried to descend in it. And
He tried to descend. He couldn't descend.
bounced off. It was so super saline and dense that the submarine
Super saline. How did he know it was saline, man? It could have been just plastic. I mean, super plastic, maybe super saline plastic. I don't know, man. What the fuck? Snakes on the lake. Exactly. New perspective.
couldn't go down in it. We literally bounced off. And as we bounced off, we sent ripples heading back to the shoreline.
Oh, there's the snake again. There's the snake. Why did they keep showing the snake, man? Well, you guys know. I don't have to explain it to you. You Mongos already know. That just pointing it. I'm just pointing it out. But Robert Bassano didn't point it out 9 years ago. But here I am. I'm ready to point it out. Let's go. Let's check it out.
I've never seen
Yeah.
heading back to the shoreline.
Here's your little snake-a-rooney. Snake-a-rooney.
I've never seen anything like it.
What? Oh, there's another snake there. Kind of a snake. Oh.
Now here's the interesting thing about that video. That shit was pretty hard for me to find.
It was 9 years ago. He couldn't find that video. I remember a lot of people had a hard time finding that video. Yeah, I heard a lot of people talking about it. Like, hey, man, you got a link? Yeah, no. It became, even 9 years ago, it was hard to find. And it was probably like, at that point, it was probably like a 10-year-old video. Maybe less, but might have been like 5 or something, but still, at the point. Anyway.
It's pretty difficult for me to locate.
Yeah.
It really.
That's the funny thing, man. I think they hide things on purpose that have no consequences to anything, man. They just, like, oh, we found a guy that, claims he made a video. Let's just hide that from everybody. Yeah, okay. That'll keep, we'll just kind of keep it on the down low. You know what I mean? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, keep it on the down low, man. Don't you? And then we'll use that later as a conspiracy theory. Oh, okay, that sounds good. Yeah, that's how these Mongos think, man. I mean, I hate to be
He was.
the dickhead, but
I went searching and searching for that video, and it took me a couple of minutes to find it. Couldn't even.
it doesn't show up as quick as like a Taylor Swift video. I get it. I mean, it's not gonna just pop out at you. You got to do some, research. You got to dig. You got to dig these days, man. I remember back in I don't know, it was like 10, 15, at least 15 years ago. And I remember what's the most popular video on YouTube? At 15 years ago. It was before Flat Earth, before 9. I mean, it was a long time ago. I'm like, who's the most popular? Who has the most views? You could search that back then. I remember. You could who's got the most views on YouTube? I mean, you could probably do it today too as well, but it was Taylor Swift, and this was 15 years ago, and she had 1 billion views. I remember freaking out that somebody had 1 billion views on YouTube, man. Think about it, man. 1 billion. So I used to have the theory that I could, if I was NASA, if I was Elon Musk, I could create a billboard in the sky above every single person on Earth's head. And at night, I could advertise Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Nike. I could put enough lights in the sky to create a billboard that the entire world could see every night. Every single night, bro. I could do it. How much money do you think that would be worth? I mean, think about it. I mean, dude, I've thought about this. I'm like, it's worth trillions of dollars. If you could advertise to the entire world every night a Nike symbol in the sky with lights and satellites and drones or whatever, yes, you're going to make money, bro. Those cucks are going to pay you, and they're going to kiss your ass because you got the greatest technology in the world. You can advertise to the entire world, whether they want it or not. If they go out, if it's a clear night, you can see a Nike or a fucking Pepsi ad or whatever. Yeah, they would have done it. They would have done it already. They haven't done it. And that's one of my pet peeves in the world, man. They didn't do it because they can't do it. If it was possible, man, they would have done it. They would have already done it. Zern, they would have done it. Agave, Constance, New Perspective. Yeah, they would have done it. You know that. Anyway, we're getting to the end of the video here, but yeah, this was Bassano's last live stream, and I was there. I listened to this live. I was like, it's 9 years ago, man. It kind of freaks me out a little bit. It's been a minute. But yeah, 9 years ago, he was, laying out some good stuff, man. good, asking good questions. Yeah. Yeah, he was a shill. Yeah, he just disappeared, man. Like, just like Nathan Oakley, he disappeared. And journalism, yeah, he disappeared. No, wait, I'm wrong. Oh, they're still here? Oh, my God. Crazy. Sergeant's still here? Oh, fuck. We got a lot of people still here, man. Where the hell is... Let me ask you Mongos this, man, real quick. Patricia Steers and Paul on the Plane and Robbie Robertson, right? They all got involved in a crypto. I think it was called Axiom or something. I don't know. But yeah, they all flipped on the same day. And they all sent out a press release that was almost identical. All three of them. I thought that was interesting. I don't know. I could be wrong. Oh, the crypto turned out to be a bit of a scam, and there was some lawsuits and things like that generated. I don't know. I could be wrong. I totally could be wrong. But yeah, crypto. No. XRP's still around, man. Yeah, that's definitely a good one. But yeah, I just find that interesting that certain prominent flat earthers all got together and they all flipped. Every single one of them flipped, and they all were promoting the same Bitcoin. Oh my God, that's weird. I'm just saying, man. Just an interesting coinkydink, man. I appreciate you guys putting up with my shit, man. I really do. I would rather hang out with you, all of you, Zern, and Gave, and Connie, on some platform that we could make it work. Like the old days, like Hangouts, bro. That was amazing and cool. But we're in a new era now. It's the AI era. It's the, I don't know. You call it the shit show era. I don't know where we're at, but it's incredibly different than when we were hanging out. That's all. Time has it's changed things, but at the same time, man, guess what? We're all still out here checking it out, man. That's what's really cool. I mean, whether we're hanging out, talking, sharing our coffee recipes or whatever. Like, yeah, man, let's look at the truth. Let's go. What do we got? I got Robert Bassano 9 years ago, man. That's all I got.
Good enough version of it, but I just wanted to be able to put this vid together for you guys, give you something to reconsider and look over. So, as we start to put the pieces of this puzzle together, if you take a look at video I put out 2 days ago titled Star Constellations and Atmospheric Barrier Location, and then you take what we talked about in Discovery of Everything, Nothing, and this video, and start going through some of the other videos I put together. Where Space Begins, Tyranny of the Rocket Equation. Might want to check that bad boy out. Look at the other one on the phone call with the Soho team. Might want to check out the black hole over Antarctica and Arctic and...
Yep. Robert, he was a total plant, talking about how everything works, from orbital mechanics to rail guns to what else did he do? Robert went into the NASA, velocities, what it took to lift a pound of, you know, material, how much for the guy went into every aspect of physics regarding every single thing about space and outer space and launches and rockets. The guy went to the freaking the guy went absolutely anywhere you can go. He even got the guy that runs the Hubble Space Telescope on the phone, which, you know, this is where Bassano could be a plant. I mean, who gets the fucking guy that's been running Hubble Space Telescope for 25 years and he gets that guy on the phone, man? I mean, that's a little suspicious. Oh, shit. He started calling NASA numbers and got a hold of the guy that was in charge of Sophia, which is an astronomical observatory in the back of a 747 airplane. Right? Am I wrong about that? This is the guy that brought these things to my attention and say, "Hey, man, let's check it out, man. Is Sophia a real thing?" Well, it turns out it is, man. But for him to get all these conversations with all these guys, yeah, it's a bit suspicious. It's a bit sus, man, as they say. Retards. Yeah, it's a bit suspicious. All right. Let's go spinning on the ball, man. Let's go. Do you guys want to spin on the ball, or do you want to be like stationary, flat? I mean, I don't know. It's up to you. It's up to you,
The
Mongoose.
ISS, Zariah, that one single module, I still think it's a single module on a balloon.
All right, here's the other suspicious thing about Bassano. You know, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna include a guy named ODD TV, bro. You guys remember ODD? So ODD, and I mean, I don't know how many videos ODD used from like movies and musicals to fucking music in general. But ODD TV, ODD, I can go to his channel now and he's got every single, video, everything he ever did. It's still there, man. It's still there. And so is Robert Bassano's, which, two guys that were very prominent in the early Flat Earth days. But at the end of the day, Eric Dubé he got his shit deleted, man. That Mongo got his shit deleted, right? So yeah, I'm just going through the history, what I went through, and I think some of you guys went through as well. But yeah, to this day, man, I can go and watch ODD. Dude, I got my channel deleted for 3 months, like 6 times, over like 6 years. And it absolutely was because I just played one song. One song, dude. I played a Led Zeppelin song. And my shit was deleted for 3 months, bro. Yep. You got a strike for playing Led Zeppelin. It was that easy, man. But ODD, yeah, no, oh shit, he can play fucking movies from the 50s, Elvis. It didn't matter, man. All his shit's still there, man. But my shit, no. Shoot, I lost my channel for a year and a half. And I'm just happy to have it back. I'm still pissed at the system. Yeah, like you guys, and we're like, hey man, let's go figure this out, man. We got this. But this was 9 years ago. Robert Bassano was saying, hey man, this is it. Yeah, you're right, Connie. YouTube's weird, man. The world's weird. Dad, the systems we have to deal with now, Connie. Are you kidding me? No. We're not going to keep up with this cuck shit show. I mean, there's no way. I'm a realist, bro. I'm a realist. We're not going to keep up. And the only way we're going to prove the earth is flat around is that you and I get in a rocket and let's go. Here we go. Zern, censorship is a terrible ship. Yeah, it's bad. But I'm not trying to be famous. Zern's never tried to be famous. Connie never. Agave, get out of here. Yeah, we've all put our time in to say, hey man, what's up with this place, man? What's up? What's going on? How do we work this out, man? And I think we have some very valid, explanations on how the world works. And apparently, a lot of people do not want to hear them. Yeah. And, who can blame them, bro? I mean, those Mongos had like a 500-year head start, and we're just like, bringing up the tail end of your 500 years of, yeah, it's a globe. We had all these great people in this Dosthenes, Aristotle, Newton. We got all this cool stuff, man. We got Newton, we got Einstein. I mean, we got Einstein, you Mongos. I mean, who can do... Oh, wait. There was 100 scientists saying, hey, Einstein's fucking crazy Mongo. 100 scientists. 100, known, well-professored scientists. They all said, hey, man, Einstein's a fucking Mongo, bro. This guy's full of shit. Oh, let's not teach that in college. Oh, shit, that would be bad. What about Mickelson, Morley? Yeah. We got to bury that shit, man. We got to bury that, because if they learn about these things, man, it's going to be a problem, Tommy. You can't let people learn about Mickelson, Morley, Seniac. I mean, you can't let people know about these guys, because they've proved without a doubt that the earth is not moving, it's not spinning, yeah, and it's not a globe, Mongos. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's a problem. It's a big fucking problem, especially in the universities. Because if you come up with evidence against them, man, you're screwed, man. You guys know. I don't have to tell you, but without a doubt, man, you're screwed. You're going to be fucked. You've been screwed up. Yeah. If you go against the system, you're fucked. Right? I mean, that's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just spewing the facts, man. I know professors that went against the system, and they got fired. So, if you go against what the system demands, it was most evident during 2020. During what do they call them, the lockdowns, I don't know. I think it was a prison term. Lockdown? Yeah. Anyway, back to 2020. Yeah, we all got like shoved into an absolute shit show of a power control nightmare. Yeah, it was wicked. And I think it was a test run to see how many countries are going to go along with whatever we say, man. Let's see. Let's see how many. Oh, shit. Most of them did. Okay. We got that in our bag. And they're ready for the next one, man. They're ready. They could drop one tomorrow. All of us would be like, oh, shit. We saw it coming. Can we do anything about it? No. Fuck no. We ain't gonna do fuck all. But sit around and talk to other people about, hey man, they're fucking us over here, bro. Yeah, they're screwing us. No shit, they're screwing us over. They've shut down the entire world overnight. Yeah. Wait, what? They shut the world. Russia, Ukraine, England, Los Angeles. Yeah, you pick your city, man. That shit was shut down. Nobody went to work. Everybody stayed home. I mean, that is a shit show, cock takeover. If I was a diabolical cocky, that's how I would have run it. I mean, think about it, man. Let's just see if they'll go along with it. The whole 2020 thing, bro. Oh, let's let everybody put masks on. Oh my God, put your mask on. Yeah, that was an absolute trip. You guys know what we went through. I don't have to revisit that much, but yeah, we all went through like the masquerade. And it was a bit of work, man. I mean, I remember talking to you guys live streaming whatever we were doing, man. But I'm like, hey, man, this is crazy, man. What's going on? Hey, they're making everybody put a mask on, man. Well, how else would you judge or score or use an algorithm how many people put the mask on versus how many people that didn't? And yeah, once you got that data, you're like, well, most people put the mask on. And most people did. I saw people driving in their cars with their mask on by themselves. They're like by themselves. They had the mask on, bro. Wow. That's crazy. Anyway. I'm going to finish out this video. Let's finish it up, man. Let's go. Check it out.
Check out the Antarctic slideshow. Got a whole host of things for you guys to check out. For those that are still in denial, you don't know what to believe. You want to go with whatever the collective narrative is that the government's pushing to you. You might want to check out this video here. Flat Earth Philosophy. Why radical ideas and constructs are rejected. It's a good video. For those who want to know why I got this habit of cursing, check out my video. Flat Earth motherfucker Earth lingo.
That's funny.
Yeah? Check it out.
Check it out.
For those of you who've already seen that, the Sophia, the Real Hubble, and Chandra Telescope, you might want to look at this video first before you look at this one. Check this one out, then check this one out. But after you look at this one, this guy and I have a conversation. He misstates some things that he didn't know about with regard to Sophia. So literally the next day I corrected him because I found the actual document. So when you look at this video, go to this one, Astrophysics at 45,000 feet, Sophia wavelength capability, and then I had this conversation with this guy. All right? You want to check that out. Still trying to discover what space is, superfluid helium or something else. I had a conversation with the Brookhaven and Berkeley National Laboratories with regard to physics. Might want to check that out. All right. Mr. Don Pettit, no human has ever left space. My conversation with Eric Dollard, and my theory and idea that is space superfluid, Vanta Black, and sulfur hexafluoride. Never know.
Never
Want your
know.
kids to listen in
Never
on
know.
Children's Concept of the World in 1929, right? What they think of the Earth. I got another video, Flat Earth for Kids. Now, ain't no cursing in that one, of course. Those who are on the Freemason kick, check out this. Real Freemasons and Arab Shriners. You'll love this video too. Hubble makes Earth stop moving. Again. Flat Earth Guidance Law. That's real right there. Show the documents for that bad boy.
Documents.
You'll always want to check out NASA's Software Development Vault. You'll love that one. And 3 months ago, I'm not sure if I was the first one to talk about. I'm not sure if I was the first one to talk about artificial stars, but here goes a video where I talked about Ale and the Obayashi Corporation. Check it out. Okay? Again, people, be good to yourselves. Have fun. Remember, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove.
Yeah.
And my new slogan is setting the truth free from a lifetime of bondage. Take care, people. Peace out.
Peace out, everybody, man. Yeah. There's many pieces to the puzzle. I appreciate Tommy, Gave, Connie. I love you, baby. More than you know. I hope you can feel my love, man. I know. Zern, I love you more than you know, too, bro. You have no idea. I appreciate you guys looking at this stuff with me. And can we figure it all out? I think we can, for sure, man, without a doubt. Were we lied to? Without a doubt, man. Come on, CERN. Don't be a mongo. We got lied to about a bunch of crap, man. You know, from music to movies to space. But yeah, we're gonna get through it. Without a doubt, man. I have no doubt. Those cucks had 500-year head start, man. And in the last 10 years, we have kicked their ass. Say, hey, wait a minute, geologist. Wait a minute, astronomer. Wait a minute. You know, yeah, engineer. We got you, bro. How do you figure this? How do you figure that? Yeah, that's what we're doing. And it turns out that structural engineers are pretty accurate, man. Using weight proportions to equate the pressures of a downward vector. I mean, my goodness, they figured it out, bro. I love you guys, you architectures. I love you guys. Clap, clap, clap. And a clap. Yeah, man, you guys are awesome. But is that gonna, how does that equate to, like, you know, Mars or Jupiter? Oh, well, there's a guy that he worked for JPL. His name was Bob, and he knew the calculations to orbit Earth, man. Perfect. He knows how to do it, bro. He knows the distance between the sun and Earth, and he can figure out all this math that makes everything work. like perfect, bro. Works perfect. Zern, come on. All right. What's up, Ruby? My goodness, Ruby? No. Oh yeah. All right, Tommy, Ruby, Connie. I appreciate you guys hanging out, man. I really do. I'm just trying to find a new place with my live streams. I don't know, man. I have no, I have no agenda or anything, but I'm just like putting it out there. Let's go. Let's check it out. What do we got? We got Earth Spin. We got Tartaria. We got, my goodness. I watched a live stream today about a guy named Fakeologist. Have you guys ever heard of Fakeologist? Anybody heard of that guy? Fakeologist? Anybody? Yeah, man. First day I've ever run across him. I was like, oh my God, Fakeologist. What? If you guys know about all right. Sue, yeah, you've heard of Fakeologist? Today was the first day I ever heard of Fakeologist. Yo. All right, Tommy knows about Fakeologist. All right, dude, I just ran across. Well, I figured Tommy might know because Tommy's in Canada. I think they're guys, you guys know each other in Canada. Okay, all right, man. Today was the first day. The reason I ran into him was because the guy named Mike from Solarium 7, he's like he's not a mud fustle. He's more like a giant archaeologist. A giant archaeologist. Do you guys know what a giant archaeologist is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys do. Yeah. All right, Sue. Yeah, you heard of him from Crow. Yeah, I get you. Yep. Yeah, I don't know, man. But yeah, Fakeologist was. I agree with him, man. He's been what they call shadow banned. Just like me, I've been shadow banned completely. Tommy, Connie, Agave, all of us have been shadow banned. Meaning that they're not going to promote our channels, man. We're not going to show up. If you put up a video or you're toast, man. Right, Sue? You're toast. But yeah, you're not going to get, you got 100 views. Great. That's great. Now, you start getting into millions of views. Oh, my goodness. You're going to create a problem in the system. And the problem in the system is that the guy that gets 1 million views on a video, he's going to sell out. Because, it's easy money, man. It's easy, bro. It's easy. We can roll with the money, bro. All right, I'm going to play a video. And then,
take me and make me feel like you do. Oh, I want to know what's real. I want to know like you. Sophia, always good to see ya. You are always leaving me so soon. You know that it's true.
All right, that's it. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you guys. What's real? What the hell is real, bro? Come on. You got this. What's real? Anyway, fakeology. Well, that's the first time I've ever heard of these mongos. I guess I'm slow. Yep, we're gonna carry on. We got this. It's been a fun ride, man. Yeah. Ruby, I miss you, girl. Connie, miss you as well. But glad we're hanging out. And just keep it real. Don't fake it. You got this. We got this. Just don't fake it. And you know what you know. And reality is, it's pretty easy, man. Reality is pretty easy, really. If you get down to it, man, fire's hot. If somebody wants to claim that fire's not hot, then we can test them, man. We can check it out. Fire's definitely hot. I checked it out. We checked it out. Yeah. Damn. My lighter's busted. It's done. My lighter's done, man. Damn. Yeah, it's toast. Damn. All right. Yeah, reality will present itself exactly perfectly every time. Fire's hot, no doubt. I mean, I hate to break it down so simplistically, but yeah, you got to break it down. Like, hey, man, what's your reality? Oh, the Earth is flat and stationary, and without a doubt, we're not, shooting through the galaxies at millions of miles an hour. I mean, that would be crazy, bro. Oh, wait, you're crazy? I'm crazy for thinking that we're shooting through. Wait. I experience Earth. Yeah, you guys are hilarious. We're going to shoot through outer space at millions of miles an hour, but experience a flat, stationary realm. I call it a realm at this point. Yeah, without a doubt, man, it's flat and stationary. But, just imagine shooting. Yeah. I appreciate everybody that's participated in my my world, and was Connie or Gave, Tommy, my goodness, Ruby. Thank y'all, man, for checking out the Earth. And by goodness, don't believe me. Don't believe that I believe. Don't believe that I don't even believe. I know that fire's hot, 100%. Checked it out. Fire's hot, man. Let's go. 100%. I don't have to tell you guys. Come on, fire's hot. And I love people that like to go up and say, hey man, fire's not hot. It's just your perception in your matrix inside your mind that fuck mongos. Yeah, fire's hot, 100%, man. I mean, I like people that, want to go against it. If you want to talk about it, that's cool. Fire's hot. Yeah, right on, Huck. We're just hanging out. I'm done. But in reality, Earth is stationary. Yep, exactly, Sue. 100%. There's fire's hot, man. I mean, there's no denying it. I think it was about 6-7 years ago, and it was pre Coco 2019, 2020. But yeah, somebody asked me, what is fire? I was like, damn. How would I explain exactly what fire is? And, I got the typical, it's the carbon that's being burned. I'm like, damn, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Something's burning to create fire, right? I don't know, man. It's an interesting question. What is fire? What the hell is it? What? And I couldn't give him a definite answer. I really couldn't. I remember who gave me that question. I was like, dude, that's a good question, man. I don't know. What is fire? Damn. Anyway. Thank you, Sue. Huckleberry, Tommy, Connie, love you, babe. Love you, man. Yeah, it's what is fire was a great question. So, yeah, carbon's burning, materials burning. Yeah, I get it. I get the concept. However, I still have questions about it. It's like outer space. Like, oh, wait, you went to the moon? What? How'd that work out, man? Oh, we lost the data that makes it, perfect. Oh, my bad. We lost. Even if we had the data, I don't think we don't have the machines that could play the data. The data's been lost. Meanwhile, we're building hundreds and thousands of data centers everywhere. But the data's lost. My bad. We went to the moon. We have no data for the moon landing, but, trust us with the data center, because the data centers are amazing, and we can keep track of everybody's data. Oh my God, we're so great. We're so great. We're great people. We're great people, bro. We want to keep track of your data. Trust me, bro. Yeah, I'm just a data guy that wants to keep track of your data. I mean, who could you trust more with your data than me? I mean, I'm just the data dude guy. I mean that's crazy, bro. I mean, it's crazy. Think about it. I mean, I'm the data guy. I mean, I'll keep track of your data, Tommy. I mean, yeah. What a world, man. Thank you guys for hanging out. I got to go to bed. But we'll, what do they call it? It's called, damn, I don't want to fuck this up. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. Let's run it back, Tommy. The reason we run it back is because we go back into the information that they sold us 50, 100,000 years ago. Doesn't matter. Let's run it back. Let's go run it back and see what information they gave us then versus now. And that kind of sums it up, in my opinion. We're just going to, like, hey, man, what did they tell us that, 500 years ago versus today? And, yeah, it's similar. Yeah. Anyway, keep it real. Keep it fresh. Keep looking. Please keep looking, man. We got this. All right, I got to go. Cheers.